Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I've got quite a lot of traffic to get through. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, so it's starting to get a little bit busy. There's going to be lots of filtering and I'm going to be holding myself accountable to everything that I do. I'm even going to give myself a point for every time I do something right and every time I do something wrong. And if you guys could help me out in the comments and let me know if I've missed anything or any pointers that I could do to keep me safe and legal. So let's get on with it. Let's get that rear camera activated and see how this goes. Okay, here we go. First set of lights. I'm obviously looking to filter to the front here. Nice gap on the right hand side, but I am coming in a bit too quick. One of these cars could decide to change lanes. So I'll take 1 point off for the approach speed. I've got myself a nice position here. I'll give myself a point. I wasn't going to squeeze through, and look what I did. Why did I do this? I've now put myself in this tough position. The lights changed. What an absolute... So I'm going to give myself 2 points off for that. Now moving on through the junction, I know this road well. It's notorious for a long line of traffic that wants to turn right. Now I really don't want to encroach on the oncoming traffic, but it's a nice wide road and it's clear. So I'm making my way down, keeping the speed low and watching every car in case they decide to do a U-turn. Now I can see a car's coming, so I'm going to hang back until it passes. Once I can see there's enough space, I'll make my way to the next position. More cars are coming, so I'm hanging back. Now there's a van on the right, so I'm not going to squeeze through, although I probably could. I'm going to choose to stay here. And I'm going to speed this up while this fire engine comes through, and I'm going to give myself another point for extra patience. Once there's a gap, I make my way to the next position, but as I'm going, I notice the girl in this Mercedes is sitting on her phone, so I'm going to be super cautious, and as you can see as I go past, she's completely oblivious to me being there. I don't really want to be sitting in front of her, so I'm already looking for the next gap ahead while keeping a close eye to her in my rear view mirror, getting ready to move. Now I can see that she's still looking down at her phone, so I decide to move on forward and away from that situation. By doing it, this is not the best position, but I'd rather be here than there. I've got my indicator on, I'm going to make my way down, again just keeping an eye on every single car to make sure they can see I'm there. Once this taxi passes, it's a clear run down to the end. The lights have just changed, so I'm going to find my spot and move into this right hand lane. Now watch the gap in front of this truck. I forget that there's a junction there. I need to remember that for next time. Now the final thing on this section is I should have stopped right here like I was going to do, but for some reason I went forward. I know that the light's going to change to red and I know that I'm not going to make it through because they change really quickly. And now I'm in a bad position, whereas if a bus or a truck comes round that corner, it's going to be a little bit tight. Okay, next section, we're onto edge lane, and again I know there's going to be long lines of traffic here, so I am looking to filter. I've chose the right hand lane. It looks tight there, so I'm going to choose not to filter this time. I could do it, but I feel it's too tight. So I give myself a nice gap between myself and that car in case something happens behind and I do need to get myself into that space. Okay, I know that this next section is going to be a little bit tricky because these 3 lanes merge into 2 on the left. Now it's looking like the best spots to tuck in behind this red car. He looks like he's going to carry on in front, so I'm rolling the bike, indicating left, but he decides to stop. I squeeze on through. I felt like it was the best thing to do. There's a van merging on the right. It is a little bit chaotic. I'm going to take a point off, because what I should have done was got over to that left-hand lane a lot sooner. Now we're into a long line of stop-start traffic. I'm going to find that nice space on the left. The traffic's only going about 15 miles an hour. I know that legally I could carry on filtering through the middle up to 30 miles an hour, but I'm not gonna. I don't feel like it's the safest thing to do. I'm going to stay here. Everything's moving. There's no need to put myself in between the cars. So let's speed up this next little bit. Approaching this corner, it bunches up again. I know that there's traffic lights ahead. Plenty of room in the middle. So I'm going to make my way through, nice and slow, keeping an eye on the pattern of the traffic. Looking out for gaps where people could change lanes, like here on the right. Also what can happen is it can get a little tight, like here. but that's okay. And again, this BMW could change to the right, but they moved to the left. That's a signal to go past. Straight down the middle again, plenty of room. Now further ahead, the lights already changed to green and the traffic's speeded up. It's like a concertina. So I just match the flow, find my spot because I'm turning left further ahead, move on over, get on to the next section. Okay, this one's a little more tricky, so your input on this would be much appreciated. I'm looking to go down this side, but it's a little bit tight. There's a nice gap here, and I'll take advantage of this space as this left-hand channel's nice and wide. Now you never really know when the light's going to change, but there's a car just gone past, so I know I've got a bit of time, and look, there's the green light. I wonder if that car ran a red light, because they did change quick. And straight away a new obstacle. Look, we've got a car turning left, a slow moving car on the right. I'm in the blind spots. I'm going to move on out of the way into a safe space. Okay, next line. Instead of filtering through the middle of the traffic, there's a gap there. My entry speed's a bit too quick. Take a point off. I've reduced it now because I am aware any of these cars could decide to move into this lane. Now as I approach, I'm having a look down the middle. It's just a little bit too tight. I could squeeze through, but I decide not to. It's the right thing to do. I give myself plenty of space behind this car, and I'm keeping an eye on the approaching car in case I need to move forward. As we pull off, I know I'm in the much slower lane here. There's a vehicle there with yellow flashing lights, so I'm looking to move. There's a biker. Maybe I can make friends with them further down the road. Plenty of space to move over. Lifesavers, indicators, and there we go. A little bit further down, this car moves over for some reason. I'm presuming it's because there's a lorry further ahead and he wants to overtake, but what he actually does is slows down and the traffic to the left goes faster than he goes. So I just hang back. Again, it's the right thing to do. There's no point pressing them. He's braking again for no apparent reason. Possibly distracted, possibly on a phone. I'm not too sure, so I'm going to be suspicious of this driver. Look again, now a van's undertaking him. I don't like this situation, so I'm going to keep my distance. That van could move into that space. He doesn't. I'm looking to get past this car now because I don't want to be behind him much longer. There's a nice white gap to filter past and get on my way. And look, there's our biker friend. I'm not going to pull up quite close to him. I'm going to stay here, don't want to pressure him. Taxi's there as well. Ah, but look, he wants to make friends. I've got music on in my helmet, so I'm going to have to switch that off. I've got these new winter gloves on, so the screen's not quite as responsive as it usually is. A couple of taps. There we go. And as always, bikers, we're talking about the weather. We'd had a horrendous few days of rain, so it was nice to have a dry afternoon. And I must say, this guy was genuinely one of the nicest people I've met for a while. He was just really calm, chilled, and had a nice welcoming vibe about him. Nice to get into a bit of open space after that difficult section of traffic, but I'm going to keep my game head on because I know we're coming up for more. I don't want to press this guy on the bike either and make him feel like he needs to go faster because I'm behind him. Let's speed this up. On to the next set of lights. And as we approach, there's another biker on the right. He's a learner. Is he going to say hello? No. Okay, again, I'm not too sure about this one. I probably should have went to the right hand side of these cars and then I would have been clear for getting away. But the gap was alright here. I went on through. I'm going to take a point off for not going to the right hand side, but I'm going to give myself a point for not squeezing between these two cars. I know I could have done that, and a lot of bikers would have done that. Be great to hear what you would have done in this situation, and hit that like button if you're enjoying the format of this video. Okay, on to the next set of lights. Very short line of traffic and a nice big gap. Now look, both of these lead cars are high powered cars. Sometimes this can be unpredictable because the drivers feel like they can beat you in a race from the lights, especially because they've got a fast car and they don't like the fact that you've pulled up next to them. So I've positioned myself just in front of the car. I'm going to leave the bike in gear. I'm going to make sure I know what's around me and keep my eye on the lights. As soon as they change, I'm going to go. No messing about. I'm going to create a bit of space and get on to the next section. So this one's a little more complicated. I'm going to take a point off for my entry speeds. It's merging traffic to the right, temporary roadworks. I'm thinking about going left here, but I don't know this road too well. So I change my mind and I take up position here. I'm not going to squeeze through, there's no point. I'm going to let this truck go, then the car. You would think it would be my turn, but what happens is the car that's behind pulls out, pulls alongside, then signals for me to go past. A little bit strange, but these things happen. I'm going to take a point off because I fumbled a little bit there, taking my hand off the accelerator. I should have just got into position. Last but not least, we're on Leeds Street, approaching the tunnel, well known for its long line of traffic. I know this junction, I'm going to slow right down because there's merging cars. It's all good, so I am going to filter down here. Now again, I know that I could go down here quicker because of the slow moving cars, but I'm going to choose not to. Generally, if the traffic's moving, I'm just going to move with it. I'm not going to filter down the middle. I change lanes to get a better line of sight. I know that this left-hand lane is prone to backing up. It's moving clearly, keeping an eye on this car indicating left. I'm going to take a point off for my entry speed because this blue car could have changed lanes into the one I'm in now. But now we've got a nice clear run away from the traffic into the next section, which, as you'll see, all these cars coming through are coming through a red light. Our lights have already changed to green. The car holds back so I can get in the gap. I'm going to change lanes, make my way up this line, find a nice spot in. Now I can see the traffic stand still, so I'm thinking of filtering, but this lane starts to move. I'm not going to push my luck, there's no need. Nice extra point for patience. I'm going to wait for this Golf to fill that gap. There he goes, indicator on, looking to the left, car signals to me. In I go, nice and clean, traffic's back on its way. So all in all, that's not a good score, 17 to 12. We all know that it only takes one mistake to get it wrong and to end up in a serious accident. Let me know in the comments what you'd have done different and anything you thought that I might have missed, and hopefully next time I'll get a better score. I've actually just booked on to a bike safe course with the local police. That's in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to film the process and post it here. As always, ride safe, thanks for watching, and see you next time.